It's time for some more bartending action. Who's ready? Who's ready for some real bartending action? We're gonna go for days 10 through 14 today, which I hear is half of what I have left. Load. Day 10. And Jill's depresso because her ex-girlfriend is dead. Oh no. Also, I have $10,040 behind where I am right now. Alright, so, a few things I want to go over before we begin Valhalla. Got 4 days we're doing today. Don't know what's going to happen. I also found out something about Jill, because... Excuse me. A little bit tired here. Sorry. Jill's last name is Stingray. I found that out today. I thought that was interesting. Let's go to work. Good evening. Are you okay? I feel like shit. You sure you should have come then? You're in all the right to stay at home. I have to come. I threw away everything I had in my life to be here. People I loved were pushed aside just so I could enjoy my freedom of being here. My stupid, stupid freedom. So I'll come here until I die, even after the bar closes, until my hair falls out. You're the one who looks like she's about to fall apart. Your eyes are red and swollen. Yeah, well, your hair is hairy. Yes, it is. Who was the dipshit that changed the order of the glasses? It was me. I was the one washing dishes yesterday, remember? Oh yeah, I was too busy staring at my crumbling life and all that. Why don't you go home, Jill? You're in no position to deal with people right now. Go home. Rest a bit. Cool! Sorry. My ex-girlfriend died, and I wasn't there to see her one last time. All because of a fight I spent all these years regretting and wishing to, but never actually apologizing for. My decision to assert my freedom and grab a hold of my life led me to this. A bartender strapped for cash that distanced herself from her loved ones for no other reason than selfishness. So I won't fucking leave. I threw away all that to be here, so here I will stay. This is what I wanted. This is why I left all that behind. This is why... See? You're starting to sound like a broken record. Oh, leave her be. I'd rather have her here than be alone in her apartment. How are you feeling, Jill? I feel like a shit-eating piece of shit. I'm the lowest of any possible life form you may find. Damn, Jill is kicking herself down. Like, yikes. Big yikes. Poor Jill. Nanobes look down at me in disgust, knowing they're far superior. They're spirited, that's good. Where's the mutt? Working with Syrah? At Syrah. I know what I said. In any case, let Jill process her anger. It's perfectly normal to feel that way. And here, she's surrounded by people that care about her. That's a lot better than leaving her to fend for herself. I mean, as smart as Foray might be, he's still just a cat. Then why not have Jill stay, but not serve anyone today? What part of I won't leave didn't you understand? I didn't leave everyone behind to just sit and do nothing. Fine, fine. What do we do if she lashes out at a client? That's why you're here, Gillian Pliskin. Who? Hey, Jill. What? I'll be in my office, but if you need a break or a hug, just tell me. Aw, good old Dana. When are we gonna have a fun time with Dana? That's all I want to know. Oh, we already put on music. This is gonna be an interesting day. Is this for Helio? I think this is for Helio. The hall of your heroes keeps shining, brimming with the... Do I smell tacos? Wait, it's outside, never mind. Oh, hell nah. We meet again, bartender. Helio, what can I get you? Today, the luminous pollution on the streets makes it seem almost like a starry sky. And when I think about the stars, I think about celebrities. Celebrities are fishy, and my favorite fish is the octopus. So I want something octopus-like. Aren't you gonna do that weird bartending thing? I'm waiting for you to order like a decent human being. I'm not following. Spell out your order like you're a human who is not in need of medical help. Fine then, I want a sparkle star. S-P-A-R-R-Star. Mumble, Sparkle Star for the mumble. Man, we are not having a good day. We are not having a good day at all. See? Was it that hard? Have you tried to spell under pressure? You look angry, spelling bartender. Are you having the time of the month or something? No, I'm just filled with ridiculous amounts of anger, pain, and self-hate, and on second thought, you're not that far from the truth, I guess. I get those too, you know. Periods. You do? Yes, last month I finally got over my renaissance and moved to my enlightenment. This motherfucker. Oh, God, I hate him so much. I like the joke. I do, but goddamn, now is not the time, Virgilio. And here I was, thinking you'd get to say something serious for once. Are you implying I'm not serious? Glaring holes through me will do nothing. I'm glare immune. But if you allow me to give you a sincere piece of advice, whatever, it's not like it'll help. You shouldn't kick yourself so much. If you keep it up, any chance of finally forgiving yourself will someday be gone. Self-hate will leave you with a hole that will never heal. So please, take measures against it instead of sulking so much. Alright, is this actually Virgilio? Because I don't know. I'll be damned, that actually sounded half sensible. And here I was thinking you were just a pompous lunatic. Hey, pompous lunatics have stories too. Really? What story? I would rather not tell. Figures. You want anything else? Have you ever seen how the... bad touch. Bad touch, whatever. See, even he's pieced together. He's just like, hold up, we gotta... Can't be mean to her. Here. Yeah, I guess this is the one. Maybe he's right. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Even though I deserve every second of it. If only I had apologized earlier, I might not be feeling this way right now. If only I can't even remember what held me from apologizing all these years. Bartender? You're making lots of faces there. Pride? Fear? What kept me from going out and apologizing to Lenore? I can't even fucking remember what feeling kept me from fixing this whole situation. Can't I at least find solace in whatever feeling it was that brought me to this situation? Great, now I'm feeling even worse thanks to not being able to muster whatever feeling held me. Is she okay? No, but just leave her be for now. Hey, Jill. Eh? Oh, thank God, a normal person. Whoa, a mummy! No, I don't have kids. Still more normal than this twat. How are you feeling, Sai? My bones are still broken, but at least the cuts are healing nicely. Thank God I'm not someone that scars easily. I mean, wounds don't leave me marks. It'd be a problem if I couldn't get scar tissue. What happened to you? Fell off 2.5 stories into some trash and rubble. You look better, though. Last time you came, you looked like you were about to collapse emotionally. I guess. You're the one who looks like it now, though. How do I put it? It's like when I called you your full name, but magnified. Damn, that's also true. Yeah, don't mind me too much. I'm in a bad mood. Anything I can do? Please forgive me if I suddenly lash out at you or anyone else. Do you want something? My tongue's not so sensitive today, so let's have a beer. And you? Such a change in tone. I'm fine. I don't need anything. Okay. Let's make a beer. Here. Yay, let's see if there are any differences from the canned ones. And this one tastes less watered down. So did something happen to you? I'm fine. Nothing's happened to me. People who are fine don't act like that. I get it. You're in those days. When it's that time of the month, I get a bit sulky. No, I'm not on my period. No? I'm dealing with the loss of someone, okay? Oh. Sorry. Don't worry. Maybe I shouldn't have come today after all. No, maybe... Are you alright? Yes, are you okay? Have you ever dealt with loss before? Also, now Virgilio knows that we lost somebody, so maybe he'll be fine. I'm trying to find something to say. Making a joke would be tasteless, and I can't say everything will be alright without it sounding cheap. I'm at a loss as what to do here, sorry. Want to hear something weird? I was exactly like that when Stella came here on Monday talking about you. Oh. Well, ladies, I'm leaving. Virgilio? Yeah? You were just sitting with the Valkyrie. Really? Splendid! This'll make a good entry in my poems blog. I'd feel bad about the way I treated him today. If not for the fact that he was being cryptic with his orders for no good reason. Like Stella when she first came? Yes. No! I mean... You could have given him a free beer or something and apologized. Yeah, I just keep messing things up with people. But you know, he seemed familiar. Familiar? Yeah, I can't put my finger on it though. I just feel like I've seen him somewhere. Once again, everyone's connected somehow, and I don't know how. Also, thank you for the hydrate, Neko Riku. How is it going? How have you been today? It's weird. Can I just be honest, though? Can I just be real? Neko Riku, you have not met Neko Andromeda. You two have both not appeared on the same stream before. And it's a little... I'm like, why? When will you two meet? The Nekos can be chill. Ah, well, it might just be that it looks like someone from an ad or something. So what brings you here? I wanted to come with Stella, so I'm waiting for her. Why here? To be with you, of course. That reminds me, how did Stella react when you arrived? She slapped me, real hard. It hurt. She said that's for making me worried and not listening to me, and then she became happy. I'm doing alright. Slightly tired, but doing alright. Huh. Can I ask whose loss you are dealing with? You shouldn't be bothered with it. Just pretend I'm in a bad mood and call it a day. Oh, okay. Hi, Sparks. I hope you feel better. Everyone sends Sparks all of the well wishes. You really want to know, huh? I can't help it. I don't like seeing people sad. I just need to know context, not details. Someone to whom I said some mean things to passed away before I could ever see her again. Does that work? Yeah, sorry. Knowing I can't do anything helps me calm down, but... Yeah, I mean, it's not that I wouldn't help, I just... Calm down, I get it. I can't contain myself when I see people in need. But I've learned that there are times when you just can't do anything, and that's kind of fine. I gotta learn that, otherwise I would have gone insane ages ago. You're a good person, Sai. Nah, I'm just an annoying girl. Still, if there's anything I could do to help, let me know. I have broken bones, but that doesn't mean I can't offer emotional support. You could always order another drink. Oh yeah, that. Let's do that. Give me something cold, please. Alright. Sai, something with ice? $2.50 iced. $2.80 iced. Piano Man $3.20. Piano Man's $3.20. Piano Man it is. Here. It's pretty cold outside, though. Yeah, but I don't like hot or warm drinks. They make me feel nauseous. You know what cheers me up? What? Singing. Hearing people sing helps, too. Yo, I know how to sing. I can cheer Jill up. I can cheer Jill up. Easy. Jill and I would be really good friends. Do you sing? I mean, did you take singing lessons or something? Nope. People have told me my voice is pretty nasty, actually, but they've also told me I'm good with the harmonica. So you play the harmonica? I needed something to do some breathing exercises with, and a harmonica is a lot smaller than a tuba. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, harmonica's pretty small compared to a tuba. And I guess if you practice enough, you become decent. That's something I didn't expect. I hear that a lot. I know I don't look like the musical type. I used to play the violin right until I was 16 or so. Really? Can you still play? The violin's at my mom's house, so I don't have it with me. But I guess I could. It's one of those things you don't forget easily. Why did you stop? I don't know. One day I just felt like stopping. No deep reason behind it. Just like me and cooking. That and almost burning my place up. Dude, Sai and I would be best friends. Best friends, easy. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, we'd be so good friends. For almost burning your place down with cooking, now that we would be ordering takeout all day, let's just be honest. When's Stella coming? Now that you mention it, she's a bit late. Let me call her. You do that, I'm gonna go take my break. Tell Gif if you need anything else. Sure. Put the place down together. Exactly! Because let's be real, I made mac and cheese with cooking oil and almost burned down the house. She'd do the same. Stella and Sai make me a bit jealous. Aw, don't be jealous about love. That's what I do every day. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I like the song. Back. Looks like you've calmed down. I still feel like kicking myself, make no mistake. but I guess I cooled down a bit. Sai helped a lot with that one, though. I just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is the broken arm. I've gone into burning buildings with the 2-centimeter deep cut. Yeah, and I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Hello, Jill. Also, I know I keep changing their voices. I can't remember the voices. I'm sorry! What's this about protecting who? Yeah, I'm sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Sai if she feels like going out. She's trained to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard. That's Buster, pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We've offered him an implant surgery for all of his years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl tied to a stump. That's one way. Okay. And yet he can still run faster than me with it. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. A Brantini, a big one. I'm in a good mood. One big Brantini for Stella. Alright, the Brantini. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1. Aged and mixed and a big Brantini. Here. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever tried to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Sai, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, you know. You might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you two something? Sure, I guess. How did you two meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times. She started showing up more and more, and that was it. And my father told me that when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one Saya happened to be at. Have you ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. Aw, she's blushing. To quote the great Sung Won. They fucking! Anyway. So you two have known each other for most of your lives? I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason. You two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple, sigh. Oh, yeah, I get it now. It's funny because we actually earned a mock prize of sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row. Aww, they fucking. No, that's adorable. 3 years in a row for best couple. That's good. You two should guess. You two should guess. Anyway, so you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh, don't you have any childhood friends, Joe? Childhood friends? Can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Gruff, the kind to eat raw Bronson roots every morning. Brrr. But around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting, though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. But yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Ooh. Hey, Jill, what's this Bloom Light? A spicy drink. Tastes nice the first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one, too. On it. 2 Bloom Lights for the girls. Wow, aged on the rocks and mixed. Okay. Here. I don't know, I kind of like it. Yeah, but after the third one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Who's dimming the light? Yeah. Did she just fall asleep after drinking that? Huh, I guess she had too much before I came. Well, that and that she must still be tired. From the whole bank thing? She told me about everything that happened in there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for the nanomachine treatment she went through as a white knight. She just totally passed out on the ground. We're just not going to acknowledge this? We're not going to give her a bed or anything? Like, what's going on? Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every White Knight, regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days, that bank was hell, and poor Sai is still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know, among all the people using the White Knights to further their own goals. Sai was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. It paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she's always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. Yeah, Sai is great. We gotta protect Sai. Sai, we need Sai Protection Squad assemble, please. She's earned the god's favor, I think. But you know, all of that made me realize I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Sai wounded asking for help, a part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea of coming back to you that helped her. I guess you wouldn't be human without thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe. Can I get you anything else? I'm good. I should be leaving, actually. Come, Sai, let's get hamburgers and go home. Well, yeah. We'll be leaving now. Thank you. Please come again. Feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. Yeah, I guess we still have to apologize to Virgilio. Like, we're kind of an asshole to him, even though I don't like him. He did say some good advice once. Once. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Kim? It's been like forever and a day since we saw Kim. She was accusing us of all the things. Ah, Kim, welcome. I was afraid I'd mix up the directions and end up in someone's house or something. What can I get you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure. But I just got yelled at. I'm blended. What up, Caitlin? How's it going? Here. Thanks. So, how's work on the web paper? Oh, I quit. What? Yep, I went to the office of that chauvinistic horseblower and told him I quit. Why did you do that? Well, after I got drunk and overslept, I missed some assignments. My supervisor yelled at me for being late. I got the mandatory bullying. So at some point, I just kind of snapped and said that I didn't have to put up with that. So I quit. I see. Sorry again about that, by the way. Oh, don't worry. I should be the one apologizing. Lashing out like that the next day and all. Don't you have any second thoughts, regret or anything? I guess you always have second thoughts, even if you do what you want. You still think, what if? Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dreaded the arrival of every morning. I even almost... What I'm saying is, I don't know what I'll do, but it's certainly better than being there. I feel free. Free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know? I feel like now I can find something I care about. I won't return to the Augmented Eye, but I can still pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, never. What about your family? They weren't happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do, and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, bubbly or something. Something big and bubbly. The what? Oh, we have bubbly drinks. Okay. Beer is 200. Broth of Water's that. Cobalt Velvet's 280. Fringe Weaver is 260. I think I should just give her a Cobalt Velvet, right? Yeah, let's give her a Cobalt Velvet. Here. If detergent commercials are to be believed, this will clean out my insides. Also kill things inside you. I gotta ask though, how did you end up working there? No deep reason. That's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I settled for journalism. Your sister knows about mixology? Is your sister a bartender? Or works at a bar? To be honest, I got tired of the job midway through it, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure for my family. It's a really common tale, I guess. Did you have troubles like those? Same story as you, I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then at some point, it just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom, a little pause, to stop and take a breather. And my life went to hell for the fucking breather. Give me something! Something? Sorry, I just have a dry mouth. Anything will do. Alright, just for something. Well, I mean, what's our most expensive drink, right? That's what they call about Velvet. Piano Man, Piano Woman. Probably give her that. It's about a bottle of drinks. What should I give her? Just maybe a Piano Woman? I think I'd get it's too much though. Let me check my note card. Because of course I write down like a different chain of things. I have something equals bottled. Here. Oh, that's worth 500. Oh. I didn't realize that that's worth a shit ton. Okay. Alright, so if there's any time we have to bring out the bottled stuff, we get a bunch of money. Good to know. Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it. I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do now? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I could do whatever I want, study whatever I like, work wherever I want. I know it's not that way and it won't be easy, but I feel a lot more confident than when I was out of high school. Honestly, don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that one. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Your mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks, I really needed the encouragement. Come back if you need more encouragement. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks, bye Joe. Please come again. You should take some of that advice for yourself. I know. Let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Honey! Dorothy, sorry, we're just closing. I know, I came for you. For me? Why are you hugging me? I paid her to do that. All night long. Oh gosh. Dana, why? Dana, you set me up with the prostitute bot. Why? Come again? To put it simply, Dorothy will go home with you and she won't leave your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first it was to calm that rage you had earlier. It was either hugs or a cold bucket, but I don't promise there'll be any water in it. You calm down a bit, but honestly I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an epiphany or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs. Many. You need some human or humanoid contact right now. You had your alone time, now we're playing by my rules. Please take care of me! Let's go, flawless service. Treat yourself, buy something nice for you and Dorothy. We are literally hanging out with Dorothy all day. Joe wants to get in the holiday mood, buy a mega Christmas tree will prevent her from getting distracted. Who is that, Lilum? A very good friend? True, but like... she is a very good friend, but also we just slept with a prostitute bot. That's what just happened. We just slept with the prostitute bot. Real quick, let me just double check to see if I missed anything. Okay. So my note card did say put something, give bottled. So I just want to see. Okay, so all that stuff is $500, so I was just double checking. Okay. So now we're on to 11. So 11, I have 2 notes. I have give crevice spike to person and And unending unlock is what it says. So we'll figure that out when we get there, I guess. Makis releasing EKDV 186 update. Invisible guns, single use creep patterns. It's the greatest thing to ever grace the planet Earth. I literally can't stop. Oh no, we've already done that. Monster Girlfriend Charai. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle systems, fun dating minigames, cute girls, dat fucking music. Is this the goat? Dunno, do you like the goat girl? I'm gonna marry a goat. It's an alright game, 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equal bad game meme would die. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots. What's there to discuss? Are we being rated by normies? Normies? Fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Hey, what up, Sheeple Cassie, how's it going? Sheeple Beep, Sheeple Bop, welcome to the Sheeple Shop. Lilum receiving mysterious messages. Spooky or bluff. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilum across the city have been receiving strange transmissions with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilum can't remember exactly what they have heard, but the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilum could not record any of these messages while they were being broadcasted. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilum from doing so. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilum, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Sounds like the, some of the hijacking of, like, there was way in the past where TV stations actually would get like hijacked every now and again. Some creepy stuff. The one I remember seeing like on YouTube like a while after was the Max Headroom thing, which was by far the most creepy one I've ever seen. Like, by far. Is Kiramiki the biggest pop idol in history? Nacho Dog? Don't tell me. The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilum being so quick. Sorry, somebody just opened my door. Give me 1 second. Sorry, that was confusing. Somebody knocked on my door. I have to go do something here real quick. I'm going to finish reading all this stuff, and then we'll go to be right back. The world is large, so coming to terms with the idea of Lilum being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal as such. Cannot really understand what it's like to be alive, but most of the Kiramiki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilum people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city, Richard Show 55 told the Augmented Eye during fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho 6. I may be a dog, but I'm really fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. Nacho Dog, don't tell me. What, is Rad Shiba Nacho? To decide to not steal the city's funds. Good. Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient with an import rate of only 8%, or 0.8%. However, that might change due to recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way we can secure essential items at affordable prices, Quincy told AE. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage crisis in the first place. Alright, and everything else is good. So let me go save real quick and then enjoy my favorite song in the game. And we'll be right back. Alright, we back. Sorry about that. Alright. We should be good, I think. Let me just double check that we're not distracted and we'll go. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Thanks. I had to do dishes. I don't know why it took so long for people to ask me, so I also just ran. Good evening. Hey, how are you feeling? A little more soft and warm. Come again? Listen, we slept with the prostitute bot the entire time, okay? Don't worry about it. Nothing weird happened, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. You heard me. So on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself and I'm still sad as hell, but how to put it, the noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda. So how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said enough to pay for the soda I'm having is fine. How did you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Did you hire Dorothy? Did you hire Dorothy once upon a time, Dana? I think Dana hired somebody before. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. Time for more jukebox love times. Now for my coveted, I really like this song. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys. I may have just casually messaged Cube that there is a Shiba with an eye patch. Please send help. Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Oh, you're Nacho. Okay. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? I want you to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier. Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Sierra thing. Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those Cypher bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are the same species as I. Sad thing is, I take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. Mainly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just give him something bitter. Alright, so this I think is the note that I had, because I want to give a crevice spike. Because this is for the achievement. No one ever orders this. I should be able to give this to him. We got underappreciated drink. An achievement popped up. So that was one of my notes, and then I have another note, like I said, to remember, to unlock an ending. Remember to unlock ending is what I put. Didn't put anything else, so we'll figure that out. Here. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Leg, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. I don't know if I will get the flawless service, but we'll see. You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks! Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Sarah afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on this verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact that we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool, every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there box of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together. Don't be silly. What if she's paying him straight from her pocket? Boss is that kind of woman. This world is filled with all sorts of recursive minds. Mandus, you know that? Doctors consult doctors. Boxes come in boxes. Bottles come in bottles. Ooh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're going to check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes, sir! And except that, to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Strauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog. Alright, there are 3 conversations going on right now. I wonder if we could strike a deal with the vet that those Cypher bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better than that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great, Gil can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? It depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way... Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her, too. Yeah. So, you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. I'll wait orders. Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask him, or if he even gets paid with money. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I failed to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Sheba! Perfect. For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot! And he talks. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Give me a beer, will ya? Gotcha. Does Jill want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir! So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I can make it big for the heck of it. Let's go. Big beer time for the little lady. Big beer for the little lady. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, it's a big beer. Here, let's make it special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey, Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks, the last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So how are things up at the Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up, for better or for worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. Is she just constantly having babies? That's the only thing I could think about with rabbits. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. Oh, I took that a completely wrong direction. I apologize. And this girl's on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit! Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you're right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You are crushing on this girl who breathes like a rabbit. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. What are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl, do you guys get along? We'll never learn about Rad Shiba's name. We'll never learn! I wouldn't know. We got along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? She's slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? Lulum, a more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. True. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are two totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out. I'm not... No. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you and... You already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a Bloomlight, please. Give me a Fringe Reaver. Alright. Make one Bloomlight and one Fringe Reaver. Okay, Bloomlight. 2, 3, 4, 1. Fringe Weaver. Here you go. I wonder why it's called a Bloomlight. Seems like it was first developed at some video game event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? That's the worst question you could ask Jill right now. In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone it throws on a daily basis. Damn, deal. Damn. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How was that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. You really wanted to have sex on the first night constantly, didn't you? I understand, Betty. You're one of those type of girls. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they were actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. Yeah, that's fair. That's what a lot of protests are. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were in a dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever! Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Cypher Toy Company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone who's working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. I'm also not certain we do. We get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See you, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if somebody comes up. Alright. Break time! Break time! Break time! Also, everything's been super straightforward, so I don't think I have to do the note card thing yet. Also, have we seen all... Oh, no, I do. No dogs in sight. Your love is a drug! It's Kiramiki's song! And guess what? I really like this song. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. It's a cute girl! She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up? Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... Okay, this has gotta be it. Hold on, can I... Oh, God. I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Let me just check the classy... No, the classy drinks. So it's one of these. I don't think we've given her Cobalt Velvet or Mercury Blast. Cobalt Velvet's the highest one, but I don't think she likes the... Is she the one that likes the Brandtini? Because I think she's the one that likes the Brandtini the most, right? I seem to recall a conversation. Yes? Okay, cool. I thought it was either her or Dorothy. One of the two liked the Brandtini, but I just didn't remember who. I remember that conversation, though. I remember that conversation. Actually... yeah, because Dorothy, I think, likes Piano Woman, right? I think that's what it is. And this? It's on me. Drink, so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? Heh. So, how is it? A Brandtini, so you do pay attention to what I asked for. Aha! You have quite the fixation with Brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, want to hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a Brandtini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk, the drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he called me Brandtini girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly. My grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So, what is it? What is the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole house ratted boom? Was it the news about people just... Oh, that's amazing. Nah, this is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stirred steam. Well, at least Alma's, like, straightforward. At least Alma's very straightforward. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Damn. Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. Oh no, I've seen this play out way too many times. I've seen this play out way too many times. Way too many times. Way too many times. I'm sorry, Alma. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... Huh, you reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. She's broke and can't even get enough for a bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car, and she asked her how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility and not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. Yo! Alright. Can I date Alma? Please? Please? I think out of everybody, I think I'd date Alma in a heartbeat. Sorry. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, I'm not a cheap whore. I would yell that, but currently there are people in this house. But I totally would yell that. Also, she's adorable. Can I just give her a hug? Screaming noises! I love screaming noises! Ah! Damn. Don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I can help? You just did? Eh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter is a slut. I just need to get all this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Jill, are you staring at her boobs? Are you staring at her boobs? I know they're big, but come on. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Anyway, is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually.
Kidding, kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had any problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is what if I end up like that too? Oh, so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? Listen, I treat you well. I'd actually treat you very well. Come on now. What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is an indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. I'm right here. I'm right here! God damn it! Alright. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get to another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. Something cold with alcohol. $2.50, bad touch. Cobalt Velvet. So Cobalt Velvet. Piano Man it is. That's the most expensive drink I think we have, honestly. Here you go. Thanks, I need to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days? Why? Excuse me. Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on, you heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure, something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess in my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it up if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say Joe, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Really? I like breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Ah. Alma likes breasts. Joe likes legs. Nothing. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Boss? You're there talking about breasts and legs and everyone knows the best parts of the wings. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because, thought as much. Yo, Hermitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up. Would it be cooked otherwise? Great. Expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. She should order stronger stuff? I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Joe, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. Well, I guess I'm out of the question for Jill. Sorry, Wolf Tattoo. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? Spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Huh? What helps with wings? What? Spiciness of the wings? Do I need a spicy drink? No. Bitter? No. Well, okay, yeah, no, opposite. What's the opposite? The opposite of spicy is sweet, right? I think the opposite of spicy is sweet. Can I get some clarification before I just fuck some shit up? Because sweet and sour works together. I think it's not bubbly. I don't think it's bitter. I think so. All right, let's try sweet. Let's see. Sugar Rush, Sparkle Star. Well, we have Piano Woman. Piano Woman's the most expensive. Let's just give her the most expensive drink. Listen, they're bleeding their pockets dry. Here. Phew, it helped. Okay, yeah, so sweet is the opposite of spicy. Good to know. For some reason, I didn't really think about that at all. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you? Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about whites, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when you got here with that bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls, too, and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I wouldn't ever let you go. Aww. Okay, then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you've heard my problems so many times, now I want to help you. Come on, come here. I told you to sit here. Come on. What? Hey, it's Jill! What is going on here? But it's Jill! Look at how cute she is. Oh, she's super cute. She's adorable. Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly, the bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then, I move this here. Click here and... Oh god! She's Alice Rabbit. Alma is Alice Rabbit. We just saw that. We all just saw that. Alright, good to know. Alma's Alice Rabbit. Now it works for you, for me, and for the dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how did you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker, right. Now I've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind me telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then, something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of a career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Ooh hoo hoo. We started going out, I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There's no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sugar Rush then. You can't mess that up. Right. Just for Sugar Rush. Now, how did this thing work again? You're playing as Alma now. Let's go, dude. Here. Thanks. How was it? Like I said, you can't mess up a Sugar Rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. I don't know. I've known some people go to bars just to hit on the bartender girl. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I'd only gone through the motions day after day from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things. I said one too many things. So this argument happened over the fact that Jill could have gotten a really good job in a research institute that she didn't want to work at. Because it would have been probably a corporate hell job. Which I can understand. Somebody who really does not want to work an office job ever again. Like, very much never again. I can understand why she doesn't want to. In the end, I just stormed out of her house and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Eh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. I just can't stop thinking about it. Wonder if me being there would have made a difference. If it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill, to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid for fuck's sake. She lost a sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, a stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. Selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up! Big beer, big beer, big beer. What makes a beer big in this thing? Don't worry, you're being controlled by Kit, who knows how to create a big beer. Boob tender. Yeah, I knew I fucked that up. Big beer for Jill? Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stress was my default state. So just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Oh man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now... you know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. We started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? There's some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all of this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there, listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least, your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up! I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. I like her eyes just, like, lit up. Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want that lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost. If that means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride and muster all the courage I can to be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it! Hate it! That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know? Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know? Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems, I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? Oh no, I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly, they're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. An Alma girl sure is nice. Ah, boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots, the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Oh, call the manager. Boss? Let's go, flawless service! I took a drink of water as I read the red text. Oh, Cherish, Titty Hacker. She's a good friend. Titty Hacker. My favorite. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind that she'll focus on problem. Her account was charged $8,000. Oh god, $4,000 left. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? I have $4,000 left. I wish I had that money. I wish I had that money. Rude. Grand Slam Fighters. Amazing how I know all the words and yet I understand nothing. Grand Slam Fighters. Has anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GCF very recently. It's a really solid project, IMO. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's going to face Yusuke at the Dome Show. Ugh, why don't they push the great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch, unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke! Who's hyped for the Women's Championship? That one should be the main event, but the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. Just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. There. Lilum receiving mysterious messages. Update. Spooky or made-up story. Looks like we're able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughing. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies, ends the transmission. Developing. Okay. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. I wonder if she's among those 80. Poor Lenore. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, and an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests causing the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they are intended for crowd control purposes. As unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, but we can only hope cases like this will become rare in the following years. Model Warrior Julianne returns this February. Is that a tear in your eye? No! The classic magical girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower class who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Hooray! Day 12. So we're going up to and finishing day 14 today, so we should be good. We don't need to buy anything, so we're good. Go to work. Saturday, December 24th. Good evening. Hey Joe. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. Hacker boot temperature. Alma's might be my new phone background, just saying. Anyway, that sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds, so if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, this kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the 3 of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. The Titty Hacker. Hooray, Titty Hacker. I like the song! That'll mix drinks and change lives. Wait, Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Who the fuck are you two? Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right. When you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? Man, what the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. You're right. The girl asked me for a Brantini. The Lilum freaks me out. Okay, so it's a Lilum. The girl on the right looks familiar, though. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilum friend is... Essentia. Why does she look so familiar? This girl looks... Essentia looks familiar. I get it, you're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Yeek, Bartender? I've heard of Yes, not Yeek. That cult classic game has seen like 3 remastered versions by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're kind of a cosplaying group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Is something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under her skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Well, as for a fluffy dream, the Lilum still freaks me out. Somebody's missing an arm behind us, though? Here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously, though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh, shit. Boss, DD, R&B. I'm coming. You see, DD is the 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased! Talking to a vending machine, and the vending machine's like, fuck you! I'm gonna tase you! Oh, that's hilarious, but also terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh god. They'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. They'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be that. You should go check it in, though. Alright, thanks again for the directions. Bye! Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform? I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt? Is there a ghost haunting us? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Oh, hi, honey. Hold on. I saw that. I'm not the only one who saw that, right? I have something I'm gonna do. I have an idea. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. You let him just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but since she told me about a drink that cheers her up, we just talked about this. That's the piano woman. Because that was like, one person likes the piano woman, one person likes the Brantini. She's the one that likes the piano woman. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt like celebrating or were feeling down? I can't believe I remembered! Oh my gosh, I didn't remember the Brantini, but I sure as hell remember the piano woman. I did? Wait, I did! You actually remembered such a thing! You're so sweet. I was half expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if a client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention, it limits the chances of getting other clients that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. You want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss, though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you, Lil, really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of morality might be different. We don't have a fear of death, though. You do? You can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, there was this argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Yeah, the 3 laws of robotics. I don't remember most of them, but one of them is at least, robots will never hurt humans or something like that. I don't remember the other ones. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws are bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. Yeah, no, that's right. You can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. Like, yeah, the laws of robotics are just trying to make sure humans don't rule the world. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how do those laws still apply to them after they achieve self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all of his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. Like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit, though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know. It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? Foray. Why Foray?
I figured if you ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4A! Oh, 4. It's 4! I thought it was 4A this entire... Fuck it, it's 4A now. 4A! It happened once. You'd be surprised about how many golf players you run into. How the fuck did a word that didn't even have a... God, I can't even think of the thing. The not umlaut. One of the thing above the word, the letter, didn't even have an accent on it or whatever. And I kept calling him 4A. It's just 4. It's just 4. I'm stupid. Every time you play with him, you can say it's 4-play. 4A play. I'm just gonna say 4A. It's gonna make me feel better. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Yeah. It was also named after someone. Really? Who? Little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's see, if you know me that well, give me something I like. Okay then. WWDO, what would Dorothy order? Just give her another one of these. Listen, we use this to cheer you up. I'm doing it again, Dorothy. Here. Good, but that's cheating. You just served me this drink. Still right, isn't it? Yep. I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano woman. It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know? I've wondered for a while, though. Why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Come again? Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar, the way that it's insulated from the noise of the city. It's really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down, though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom or guardian asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian. That whole thing about someone taking care of Lilim after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. I always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with your guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for a dead daughter. Huh? A dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though, or at least not consciously. At times, she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. If she felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing, a daughter, a student, some helpless kid. It means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that role-plays as little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attributes. What's the problem with your guardian then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter, that seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me, I just don't want to make her feel sad. You tried talking with her? How so? Telling her just what she said to me, clear those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about that. Talking to her about that. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You want to come? Really? If you don't mind talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse in alleys. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. Alright, real quick, I'm checking something. Before we do this, before we continue on, don't call me Becky. Cool, we got an achievement. Don't care. Checking something. That's the girl. That's who this is the girl we saw at the back. I don't know who she is, but that's who I was like, I know that's the same girl from the beginning. And that must be who, whatever the green hair girl's name, saw. They saw Anna. Who the fuck is Anna, though? It's my question. Alright. Want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? No, you're a little girl. I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks, no. Smoking seriously messes with my air filters and they hassle to replace. Don't mind me, though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Graham. Graham? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays, she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter, apparently. She suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear, or is that just surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine. Wait, red? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared or surprised, she's not wrong, though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic than what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name, then? Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of mouthful, if you ask me. So Dorothy is actually your second name. Should I call you something like Becky, then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful, too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name, and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name? Yep. Only my mom or guardian calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow was my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as the last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name in short would be Rebecca Willow? Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it! It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Erg. Oh, that was anger I just read now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours? I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us mind it, though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That is completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients, too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. Sorry, there's some yelling going on downstairs. So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? Sounds too far-fetched? Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Need to remember to buy more cigars. That was weird. I heard yelling for like a half a second. I really like this song! Let me just make sure I'm not missing any texts from family. Alright. Moving on to the next part. Back, did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year. Not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for the match. He must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Sai. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? Nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. Ahem. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster, Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure, something cold for Sai. Piano Man? Because it has ice and is the most expensive drink? Dude, this isn't probably my, like, most popular drink at this rate. I know how to create this pretty well at this rate.
Here. Yeah, this is the one. Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold too? It's not that cold, actually. But I've always had decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference. So Stella isn't with you today. She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that, can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun, drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big, there's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Heh. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Joe? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella's attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know? You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. I never really thought about it. I don't think I've ever seen like a really muscular girl in like a wedding dress or something. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I've never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. So, she wants people to notice her cool hair rather than her big boobs. Okay. Why? She seems affluent enough, why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Still has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her. Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. You get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a sec. Let's see. Something non-alcoholic for Sai. Bleeding Jane's 200 with no alcohol. Bleeding Jane it is. Oof. What? Oh, I put in extra Bronson. There you go. Here. Thanks! You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? Makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because their numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it. Before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy, it'll just be me, Boss Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, Sai. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm going to check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. I'm tired of police and corruption, sick of it. Oh, but I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Climb my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Good old Sai, just always being on like the bright side of things. Like always focusing on the bright side. Never looking down. Never being down. Good for Sai. Good for Sai. I like her. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. It's Art. Hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. Something strong for Mr. Detective. Something manly? Okay. Gut punch. Driver's 160, a suplex is 160, a Mars Blast is 170, and a crevice spike is bleh. Mars Blast it is. It's good old Art. Good old Art. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So what brought you here? Nothing special, I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone a gun for hire. What about the girl, Crimson something? I am tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws, the walls are soundproof. I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then, wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying with those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Kanyeville. Kanyevania. Is that supposed to be where Kanye West is from? Kanyevania? Kanyevania. Kanyevania, y'all. Kanye. What? Okay. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to glitz to these nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if it's still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Well, it turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it, I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a Cobalt Velvet? Okay. Cobalt Velvet for Mr. Detective here. It's pretty easy. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time? You told me you wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least delivered her a message. You could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your points. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. what it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight. She ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before our trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand, the bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best, we're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit, and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks.
Another flawless service! Let's go! Let's go!
And then we got another thing. I know the small party is what you needed. Thanks, boss! Merry Christmas! Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. The fuck? What? Merry Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. A party then? I'll bring you leftovers. What is going on here? Okay. Alone receiving mysterious messages. Spooky, a bit, yeah. Messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster or just someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication chances in Lilum? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago when Lilum advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Time will tell. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? Pretty sure Kanye Vania went through demilitarization before. God, fucking Kanye Vania, dude. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The king of the West, is Kanye. We're just gonna say Kanye. From the western nation of Kanye Vania has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit, Marianne Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. They're all pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you just make them from scratch to match your every needs? More as we investigate. Wow. Yoru Yori is the best show this season. Wanna watch it? Anime is for nerds. Bro, Jill! If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yoru Yori, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. The pals of the popular Danger U forum seem to be divided, however. This is such an obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm gonna marry Shinatsu! Wake me up inside! You can catch YY every Friday on RSTV. Also, I love the fact that there's always the one person who's like, I'm gonna marry! It's like, alright then. Oh, this one got updated. Merry Christmas is here. Was it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? Don't know, don't care. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the Mega tradition here in Glitch City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how GC managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they outright changed the holiday. Well, it's not that different considering they have the same dates, but still pretty cool. Hope I gotta go. Time to sign some books. Right. So right now we're at day 13. So we got this day and then one more day. Sweet. Sunday, December 25th. Let's go, dude. Good evening. Jill, I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have. You came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Gil are in uniforms too. Well, I can't really show up in the casual clothing. I'm being monitored. What about the kilt you wore that one time? I'm still surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with.
You people depress me. Well, everything's in place back there. Ah, Alma's here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly. Welcome to wait. Good job. Man, if that's not a sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is. Shut up, it's become a reflex. Wait, Alma also came in to use her attire. Why aren't you saying anything to her? Rib sweaters get a free pass. Why? Either Dana likes rib sweaters, or it's because it accentuates boobs. Probably both. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have ice? Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What are you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer. The what? I bought it 3 days ago. It's amazing. It looks just like a set of wires, but you can create a frame with them. Put the food inside, press a button, and watch as it warms the food up just like a microwave. Yeah, it's a mid-commercial bauble, though. Really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move and we'll be out of food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Oh, so you brought infomercial stuff too? Haven't you? It's at the very least a good idea for gifts. Well... Dynamic entry! Finally, at least somebody came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard the 3 times in the last hour? Oh my gosh, Dorothy is great, dude. Dorothy is great. Oh my gosh. For those who don't understand the joke, GG. Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying it out of malice or anything. She just found it funny. We're taking her side now? Jealous? You wish. You don't need to fight for me. We're not. I'll go check the microwave wires thingy. I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Buck. Oh. Hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See, that's how you greet people. You shut it. I'll go help. I'll go help Sweater Pups. Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh. Alright, we're all here, so we can start. Yo, Anchorage. Alma. I know what I said. How's the food doing? It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wire things before. It's either warm nicely but slowly or burn that bitch. So how long? 15 minutes or so. Bell will ring when the time comes. We'll need to kill some time then. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. Oh god, this is gonna go bad. This is gonna go bad. Last time I was part of a Truth or Dare thing. I got slapped. I got dared to try to kiss somebody. Because I didn't want to say the truth. And, I just kissed him on the cheek. He still slapped me. What? I'll pass. Games are for kids. I'm in. Sure, I'll play. Sounds fun. As long as that mud stays away from me. That'll make the time pass faster. You'll play. Oh god. Oh god. Look at all of us. It's a fucking Shiba. It's just chilling here, dude. Oh my gosh. Alright. This is gonna be interesting. Alright then, rules are simple. If you get picked, you pick either Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pick someone else. We go like that until food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just answer new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That said, Jill. Yes? You start. Pick someone. Oh, let's see. Click on the portrait of the person you want to pick. Shit. Oh god, we get to actually pick. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna pick Alma. Alma. Jill picked Alma, who chose Truth. Let's go with Truth. What's the most uncomfortable thing that has happened to those arms of yours? Uncomfortable. They get stuck a lot on clothes and fibers. Sometimes joints get jammed with cloth. Just how much of those arms are mechanical anyway? Less than you think. The only things I truly lost were my hands. The arm muscles are still mine, albeit with some enhancements. My skin doesn't grow on them. They're covered by the plates. It's more an enhancement than a replacement, really.
Huh. Well then. Hey, boss. Me? Truth or dare? Dare me. I dare you. Use an Argentine backbreaker on Nick. Surely. Nick! What? Again! Only after you answer this. Didn't pick Gil. Poor Gil. What? Does the name Joseph Valentine ring any bells? I know of a Joseph Shine, but not Valentine. Joseph Shine, alright then. I guess it's my turn. Hey Chief, can you drop me? Oh, right. Hey Jill, truth or dare? I'll pick dare. Pet the dog. Yeah, whatever. Come here, Mutt. Yes! Come on, pet me harder! Is that all you got? Oh, fuck you. I wonder how long until the food is done. Dorothy. Dorothy. Yes, I picked dare. Okay, I want you to put your leg behind your head. Just that? Alright. So the extra flexible joints weren't just a bluff. I never bluff. I'm pretty sure I heard something rip though. Okay then, Dana. I picked dare. I dare you to stare honey straight in the eyes for 10 seconds. Sure. Please stop. 7 seconds. And done. Okay then, dog. Yes, challenge me! Chase your tail, but only make 3 spins, no more, no less. Done. That was 4. And now, 2. Ah! That was 3, good job. All right. Hey, Jake, pick one. Dare. I dare you to call me a good boy. Good boy. Yes! I'm getting hungry. Gil. Well then, Gil, what do you pick? I'll go with dare. I dare you to eat this bell pepper. Truth! I meant truth! He just freaked out. Woo. Eat the bell pepper. Eat it, 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 eat it. I'd rather not. Eat it or I'll make your life impossible next week. Eat it or I'll make your life impossible next week. Was that hard? Yes. Anyways, what do you pick, Alma? I pick truth. What's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you while drunk? Good question. Dude, Gil's actually pretty good at this, honestly. Poor Gil, though. I almost bought a timeshare in Panama. Eh? What? I was on vacation with my family's friends. We went to a hotel where a couple of salesmen tried to coerce us into buying a timeshare. When I was sober, it was obvious bullshit. But then I fell into their trap with the free bar. Were it not for my brother-in-law, I'd be forever doomed to spend 1 week a year in Panama. You could just not go and lose my money? Forget it. A bell? Food's ready. Finally. Let's go. You guys go ahead. I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. Hey, with Alma. Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess. Hey. Hello. A bit late for a hello, don't you think? Want one? You know I don't smoke. True. Are you leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Mega Christmas yesterday. But I just got a message that Diana is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Good luck with that. Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing? Fine, I guess. All this has helped keep my mind off things for a while. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? Ask Katyusha, or any of the old literature maidens whose spouse went to war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you tweak the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to war. I guess. Well, although the circumstances make me not want to, I gotta go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance and spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think? Yeah, she's right. Hey, Jill's back! Sweet. Aw, look at the moon. Dude, that moon is actually looking like it's exploding. What is going on with this moon? Why is the music so loud? Why are we looking at an exploding planet? What is happening? What? Oh. There's Jill. Jill and Foray. Oh, we're at another chapter. Dulce. Well, I guess I'm not doing chapter 4 or day 14. Because we start a new chapter and I'd rather save that for another stream. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Got that achievement. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary $10,000 or you'll be evicted. Joe wants to see if the Ogstall's beard actually grows. Buying will prevent him from getting too distracted. Using the hoodie a lot lately. You've been using the hoodie because you're trying to make out with Dana. Alright, let's read us stuff and then I think we'll switch games. Model Warrior returns to TV. Is your lip trembling? No. Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV. So useless. Julianne is old and busted. I heard you talking shit about my waifu like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show was rather tame. If I'm going to marry Julianne! Two of the same person's marrying everybody. Oh man, I remember watching this show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered porn thanks to it. Lol. You'll never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. Why keep trying? Never seen this show before. Is it any good or is it just a meme? It's a meme show. There's nothing outstanding. What about the sequels? Are those going to be broadcasted as well? The sequels are shit. Damn. Blitz City Olympics return next year. I'm guessing tacky bodysuits weren't practical for sports. For the 10th consecutive year, the GC Olympics returned to the emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome, this time with a representative from the elusive country of Kanye-vania. Prime Minister Quincy, who was in charge of the committee, told the Augmentedi that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and that we had to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of their best competitors come to the country. Kanye-vania's main religion, Kanyeism, prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said country had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it'll do the trick. Wouldn't believe what happens in this cartoon. Stop. I rescued you. I'd touch your tail if I wanna. Cartoons are not for children. They're still largely colorful, but the themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. It's come to the point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now? But enough Touch Fluffy Tail, enter Touch Fluffy Tail, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. No deep lore, no obscure adult references, no stupid deep plots, just fun with numbers and fluffy tales, said a TFT producer who has to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats from making a cartoon for actual kids. Street race at the Motor City District leaves 2 dead. I heard there's a defamation campaign against this district, though. The Motor City District is notorious for the number of illegal street races it sees each week, and the dozens of injured drivers it leads every year. This time it has been reported that 2 people died during a race hosted at the Gate Highway, otherwise known as Death Lane. The transit police is currently investigating the deaths, as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We've had several suspects in regards to who is running this underworld, but nothing concrete as of yet. Chief of the Transit Police Department, Jay Esposito, told the Augmentedi, the death of these 2 youngsters will be the last, however. That is a promise. Person breaks promise immediately. Oh no! So, okay. So once again, I just want to say that this is going to be the end of this stream, and then we're going to be doing, I guess, all of Chapter 3, because I think Chapter 3 is pretty much the end of the game. Sorry, I'm not good. Excuse me. I don't know what to think about this game right now, if I'm being honest. I like this game. I really do. I like all the characters. I like the conversations. I like how it hits a lot of really hard topics, dealing with loss, being the prime theme for this one, with Jill dealing with the loss of Lenore, but also dealing with the expectations set on by your family, suddenly becoming jobless and having to find new work, because that's what I'm going through right now, essentially. There's a lot of good themes and such. Part of me, though, is also trying to find that overarching story. But I've kind of pieced together some things. I think that there is an overarching story somewhere, and it's up to the player to try to figure it out before it becomes very, direct. Because currently, who have we had in the bar so far? Let me put up the best song. Hold on. We've had Donovan D. Dawson,
who works at the Augmented Eye, who we know is connected to Kim, but Dawson also seemed to recognize, I think, somebody from the past. So, like, I forgot who he recognized, but Donovan did seem to recognize somebody. And with that being said, there seems to be some sort of connection there. Then you have Kim, who looks familiar to, I think, Jill and Dorothy? I think Dorothy? I don't really remember. You have Dorothy, who seems to remember... Is it Dorothy who remembers Virgilio? Maybe Stella? Somebody remembers Virgilio and seems to recall him. I think it might have been Sai, actually. Like, there's so many people that seem to interconnect, and we just don't know why or how. Which is the interesting thing. It's like, all these people are going to the bar. Also, the bar's name is Valhalla, which, like, is like the death of, like, for, like, Vikings and such. So, I'm, like, wondering if Valhalla is a place that people have been going to if they're about to die? Like, that was an idea that I had, is that the Valhalla bar is literally based off of, like, actual Valhalla, where those who are about to die and go to the afterlife at some point, like, go there. But I nothing's really hinting at that. The only curious case we have is Anna, who we saw at the beginning of the game as it just re-showed, but also we saw her appear in the TV again. And that one Lilim pointed out that there was a dead girl essentially behind her, or a program or something. So it's like there's so much more to it. There's so much more. So from the information though I got from Cube, as well as doing my achievement hunts and everything, Chapter 3 is the last chapter of the game. We have day 14, day 15, day 16 to go through, and then days 17 and 18 are the last 2 days that are huge, like absolutely huge, that you gotta like pay attention to. So for that, for days 17 and 18, just based on the achievements and everything and endings, I'm probably going to just double check, like using a guide just to make sure that I can do the proper things. Because apparently days 17 and 18 get really, really weird. So I will, so we're going to be doing like a really long stream for that. I'm just going to let you guys know. And then, yeah. Then we'll see all the endings and everything next stream. So just to let you guys know, yeah, Valhalla the next time we play it, the last time, is going to be a pretty long stream. But I'm excited. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. The dog stuff is kind of crazy though. Let me just tell you. Dogs being a little weird. Alright, so we're gonna take a little God, I can't even speak. Wow. We'll take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we're gonna be switching to our second game. See you guys then.